The Minister of State for Education, Dr. Suwaiba, said Saeed Ahmed has enjoined legal advisors, registrars, principals, and administrative officers in the Federal Ministry of Education to work towards reducing the incidence of administrative lawlessness and wrongful decisions that have led to unnecessary litigation in the sector. Speaking at the opening session of a 3-day retreat for the officers in Kefi, Nasarawa State, Dr. Ahmed said the essence of the event was to collectively reflect on the current practices, identify areas for improvement, and strategize on the way forward. Correspondent Kunujo reports that the Minister of State disclosed that to navigate through the negative complexities in the sector, there is a need for commitment towards upholding the principles of good governance.
As registrars, as principals, as administrative officers, you are the guardians of our education system, entrusted with the responsibility of upholding the highest standards of integrity, transparency, and accountability. The essence of this retreat is to collectively reflect on our current practices, identify areas for improvement, and strategize on how to reduce the incidence of administrative lawlessness and wrongful decisions that have led to unnecessary litigation and reputational damage to the ministry and education sector in general.
In the separate remarks, the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Education, Dr. Nasir Gwazo, represented by the Director of Reforms, Yusuf Saeed, and the Director of Legal Service in the Ministry, represented by Pascal Ike, said the meeting was timely, adding that series of administrative infractions had led to several litigations and the resultant pending cases.
After a critical overview of these antecedents, the Ministry realized that a number of these incidents could have been avoided if due processes were followed. It is also important to state that the Ministry observed that lack of knowledge of or improper application of the basic principles, rules, and procedures relating to administrative actions, as well as relating to lack of application of fair hearing principles or canons and fairness in meting out disciplinary measures, or staff or students contribute to these avoidable occurrences.
This retreat could not have come in more opportune moment than now, especially that this very moment, the conversation of the towering incidents of petitions and litigations arising from the administrative malfeasance of different educational institutions have dominated the front burner. This event, which is the third annual retreat of its kind,